Hi, welcome to the social space. I'm Eric Crossland, and I have no problem not listening to the Temptations, which is weird. I don't know if that's the group or the the voices in my head. Hey, that's Jackie Hoegger over there. The Temptations, Jackie. I don't have any problem listening to him.
Good music.
Good music.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. We'll have to
And
ask
I
Carson
promise you,
after.
our listeners know what the Temptations are.
I don't think that's what he meant by that. All right, to your right, Andrew Bell. Andrew, how's you doing? You're finally not in a ballet
No more ballet.
practice. Yeah.
The best king ever.
I feel good. I feel relaxed.
Get some full night's sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
No anxiety. It's good.
Awesome, man. Thanks for being here. And then over my shoulder, Anthony Ailey, our band.
I remember the tinkle tinkle.
Yeah, man. We don't have to call you out for no tinkle tinkle like last week. And then to my right, representing Endunamoo,
Nice.
Drew Hill. Thanks for being here, Drew. Real quick, we're going to thank our sponsors, then we're going to get to you. That's News Channel 6, KAUZ, 1035, Sunday nights. Still number one, I'm assuming, locally. Also, NewsTalk 1290. They are a station on the Townsquare Media group there, and they air us 10 o'clock a.m.
Yes,
Saturdays,
they
the
do.
audio version. Greg's still listening on the.
Are you kidding? He knows what the show is by Saturday night.
He's already telling you.
He's
how it is.
usually informing me of how good the show was.
Oh, that's nice. Could go another way. And then also Impact Signs at Falls Truck Center.
Yes.
Tanya and Sean Show, they put us in the back of the buses. Get your car wrapped, huh?
Get your car
Get
wrapped.
your truck accessorized.
Yep.
There you
Out
go.
there to see them. Okay, Drew, so tell us about a little bit about yourself, like if you're from here, wherever, and a little bit about Endu. I hear we can call
Yeah,
it for short.
Indu. That was good. So I'm not from Wichita Falls. I was an Air Force brat. In fact, two of my brothers were born on Shepherds, or I guess in the hospital that used to be around here. But we were all over the country, and then we settled in a town in North Texas when they got out. And I fell in love with sports, football. And what brought me here was, I want to say it was all football. I came here and played a little bit. But my now wife chose this as her school for dental hygiene.
Oh, nice.
And I had a few offers out of state that didn't work with my scholarships. And I just literally sent an email to the coaches at the time with my tapes and said, can I play ball here? And they said, come on. And so I wound
Awesome.
up here. Yeah, and so I wound up here. I was much better at powerlifting than football. So I started competing for Midwestern instead of playing football after a couple of years. It also allowed me to get a job because money's tight in college. And through that process, getting 2 degrees, coaching on campus, and then competing in 2 different sports, like we just made this home. So we decided to settle down and stay.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
better at powerlifting
So
than
good.
coaching as well. I mean,
Football?
as well. Now, I'm terrible at both, I'm just saying.
I didn't say I was good.
So that was you. Now a little bit about
Indu? Yeah, so when I was in grad school, if you're an assistant strength coach, you basically make pennies. You're working more hours than you're allowed to log. You are not getting anything. I mean, it's a tough grind, but you have to get your name out. And I had professors that were asking if I would work with their kids on strength training and sports development. Like, well, you played sports in college. You're doing it in college as a coach. Can you work with my kids? And through the private sector side, I was making more money doing that than coaching for the university. And so, moment of desperation, I was like, I'm going to push on this. And if it fails, I'll go to another university, try my hand there. And 6+ years later, it has not failed. And
That's-
so it
that's
was supposed
awesome.
to fail. It just didn't, and so we got real lucky.
So Drew, explain what Indu is
Yeah.
and why did you start this?
Yeah, so Indu it's a strength and conditioning sports development center. We work with 7 to 27-year-olds, and the idea was there's a quality that some colleges get and professionals get, and we wanted to bring it to everyone. And I kind of have this personality of holding a high standard. And within that, the name Endunamoo is actually driven from a Greek phrase. It's actually from a Bible verse that's very important to me. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So Endunamoo, which is like the Greek, not Texas way to say it. And I wanted not only to impact people in sports, but like through their life. And so I try to push that together as much as possible when I made my business. And of course, it's been a battle ever since, people trying to pronounce it and struggling with that. But through the years, I've been able to mentor a lot of kids, impact a lot of people, see kids get college scholarships, see kids that would be JV backups become varsity starters, and then a few guys as well get the opportunity to compete professionally, which has been just beyond my wildest dreams.
That's awesome.
It's been really fun.
Yeah, it's that time of year where all of these high school students are going to get out of school, have a little bit of a break, then they're going to start training for volleyball and fall football. How does that program work?
Yeah, so we actually have 2 different types. We can't even contain all the kids in one class at a time.
Wow.
And so we have 32 spots per program. There's a prep volleyball program, so your 11 to 14s it's geared more towards just understanding what weight room is, kind of falling in love with the process. A lot of kids look at the destination, and our job is to get them to love the process a little bit. The destination doesn't seem, like I got to get this. If you like the process, you can work your way up nice and slow. And so the prep program, and then we have the elite program, which is your varsity and collegiate girls and guys. And that program's a lot more in depth, multiple times a week. We actually have a mandatory nutrition component. We found that high school kids are really bad at eating good foods.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, horrible.
I found that out.
It's up there. And so we built that in. It's basically, we have sponsors that help us cover costs. We educate the kids. We provide them with pre and post workout nutrition, body weight checks, goal setting. And the idea is, we spend all summer building these really fast race cars, and these kids forget to put gas in the can.
Yeah.
And so part of our elite program is we teach them how to fuel their bodies. We provide them with resources. It's all inclusive, and it does a lot, and we see fantastic results.
Now,
every single
I
summer.
know you work with Windthorst as
Yeah,
well.
we get a lot of Windthorst
So
kids.
thank you for that.
Awesome.
State football champions last year at
Yeah.
Windthorst.
It is a
But
couple-
hey,
yeah.
don't forget about those volleyball girls
No, those
though
girls
too.
are great. I'll tell you what, though, it was really cool after they won the state championship to
Yes.
have multiple boys wear their medals to work out, so that I got to at least see what a state
That's
championship medal looked like. Yeah.
so cool. Hey, now,
Nice.
what percentage of boys versus girls on these programs do you have?
It is about 50-50.
There
Yeah,
you
most
go.
people assume it's mostly boys. It's about 50-50. Sometimes it trends in other directions, but in the summer it is down the middle. Because our football and volleyball programs every year have sold out. And that's 64 kids between the two sports, or 64 boys for football, 64 girls for volleyball. And then all of our other programs are co-ed. And so it balances out real well.
Well, do you do personal training out there though as well?
We do, and so that's speaking of that, we did a small group with the Windthorst kids, and we still do one every summer. We do a lot of one-on-ones. Our college kids who are upperclassmen don't like to work with the high school kids, and so they'll do private training. They'll come in.
Got it.
But we're actually sold out. We sold out the first day we opened for summer signups for one-on-ones.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and so some programs have spots. Some programs, I blink and it's gone. And so that's kind of where we're at this time.
And
of
you're
year.
on year 6.
This is year 6.
You
yeah.
should be really proud.
I am. To be fair, the
That's
first couple of years, I
awesome.
think I was faking it. It was like the cheapest 600 square foot space I could have.
I remember
was-
that space.
Yeah, barely paying bills, and so my natural frugality paid off over time. And so
That just makes me so proud for small business to thrive.
Yes.
Now you got to remind everyone where you are,
Yes.
number one, and then if there's any slots left,
Yeah.
how do they find out about you?
Absolutely. So we're at 2651 Central East Freeway. So if you're going towards Dallas and you drive
Or
past
Henrietta.
where Henrietta is a great
Yeah.
example. You go past the water park and there's this big billboard
Yes.
right on the exit that you're supposed to take, and that'll get you to where we are. It's a pretty fast and easy drive. It's
Yeah.
just a little out of time. I mean, we have a 50-yard indoor track
Yeah.
that we needed to build.
Wow.
And yeah, it's something that nobody else has within a few hundred square miles. And we needed a big building to do that. We had to go out of town a little bit.
Sure.
And a lot of our programs do have spots. We're down to the last handful in football and volleyball. Those are probably set out in the next week or so. But sports like basketball, soccer, those are more open. And then we have programs that are just weightlifting, just running. Whatever a kid feels like a gap is in their bucket needs to be filled. We've got those. But by July, we probably will be pretty sold out. We have about a 360 kid cap, and we're going to get to that pretty soon.
God, if you play high school sports, you don't want to show up day one and not have worked out all
Oh,
summer.
would
You
you?
are
No.
so far
course
behind at that
not.
point. Hey, real
August
quick-
will be here before you
Oh
know
yeah,
it.
we're out of time now. These two had a push-up contest yesterday.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Because this is
Drew,
where I work.
Drew, I won.
No.
No,
I was
he
live.
lies, Drew.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, man.
Andrew did about 15. I didn't see one proper
Not
one out
one.
of Drew.
Hey,
I didn't see one proper one out of Drew. I'm not going to let you off on that.
That's rough.
She looked like the letter A.
Hey, I just
she
walked,
was just
I just walked
wobbling
by his
around.
desk and go,
I was
Andrew,
whopping her.
hit the floor. Hey, but Drew, wait a minute.
Yes.
One time I raced him from that wall to that wall and I beat him.
Drew, this is a lot.
You had to be wearing flip-flops, right?
It was flip-flops.
She got you when you were
Don't believe her.
I'll try not to. I've been surprised before.
I'm ready to go anytime.
Hey, we'll set up a camera segment.
What they say, Ryan doesn't have to warm up before tackling his prey. You're fine. You're ready all the time.
Drew, we really appreciate you being here, man. And we're going to keep the fitness theme going here with Krystal Elmore. We're going to talk about
Yes.
Warriors Way when we come right back. Thanks for being here, Drew.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, I appreciate it.
4 incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Townsquare Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with NewsTalk 1290. That's us. How about Kelly Raspberry on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz. That's us. We are Townsquare Media, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the social space.
Yeah. All right. Anthony Ailey, where are you going to be this week?
Nowhere. Taking a break.
What the heck?
Taking a
Oh,
break.
party time at Hoegger.
Are you getting married? Is that why?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's later. Okay.
Not the, yeah, it's a little later.
You are getting married. Answer that question wrong. Thanks, Anthony,
Asking the wrong
for being here. Anthony, Jackie, Andrew, Eric, and now to my right, Krystal Elmore.
Hello.
Warriors Way. Thanks for being
Thank
here,
you.
Krystal.
Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So tell us real quick, a little bit about yourself. Are you from here? Did you move here?
I
And then-
am from Wichita Falls. Yep.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I went to school here, elementary school, high school, all that stuff.
Which high school? People want to know from here.
Ryder.
Ryder, okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Not
how dare
nice.
you?
He's on a roll today, Krystal.
Krystal, why did
I
you
don't think there's a saying that's like in a row-ho like that matches for your school.
Oh,
we
man.
won
You know what,
so
Krystal?
many
Come
times.
join me for the
Battle of the
afternoon.
Sexes is on.
Oh,
So wild today.
For those who don't know, during the whole commercial break, we argued about who was better.
and that would be me. I just want the public to know. I took
Krystal.
him down last
I
week.
saw the whole thing.
There you go.
Krystal, why'd you open Warriors Way?
Well, I was going to college. I was 21 years old, and my husband now, boyfriend at the time, his little sister passed away. She had cystic fibrosis, and we drove back to Arkansas for the funeral. And she was 10 years old, he was 30 years old, and it really gave him this moment where he was like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing in life? Like, if she had been given the 20 years that I was given, what would she have done with it? And so I was somewhere in the middle of Oklahoma. We were driving back home. I remember I was driving the car, and he looked over and said, you want to open a martial arts school? And I was like, sure. And I didn't know anything about martial arts. I didn't dream of owning a martial arts school or anything like that, but it was his dream, and he had always been wanting to do that, and he's been doing martial arts since he was 14. And so I kept going to school, I kept working. We brought $1,000 from my dad, and we opened Warriors Way. And we didn't have any money, we didn't have anything. We had, when I say nothing, I cannot tell you how much we did not have. And we just worked really hard. We always have said if we help other people reach their goals, that we'll reach our goals. And we have. And now we're going on year 23.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we've had over 10,000 kids in the program. And it's really, when you think about what are you supposed to do with your life, right? When you think about that, are you supposed to just try to watch some more TV or do some vacations, or, what's the purpose of your life at the end of the day? What are you supposed to do? And we want our lives to mean something. And so we started Warriors Way. So
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So you'll have summer camps, but they're already full.
We do. We have a summer camp program. We have an after-school program. We pick up about 120 kids from school every day. And then we also have our regular martial arts program in the evenings that parents can bring their kids to. But there is a waiting list. You do have to get on the waiting list for anything. We don't have any opens to anything, which I know really sucks. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. It means we're doing a great job, but it also means you're going to have to wait. But if I try to cram as many people into a class as I can, you're not going to get a quality program. Right. And so the reason the program works, the reason we can actually affect change and help these kids is because we keep quality in mind. And so we have a cap on how many kids can be in the program, and we keep the instructor to student ratio very small so that they can get what they need. Because the whole point, like everyone thinks martial arts, so you're going to teach kids, kick butt, punch and kick and all that stuff. That's not really what we do. No. We do teach them martial arts, right? Self-defense is a big part of the program. They learn self-defense, they're going to get physical fitness. But the main part of our program is we teach them how to be good people, right? Oh. I consider our Warriors Way a partner to the parents in helping raise these kids to become good human beings. And that's the whole point. And so when I look back over the last 22, almost 23 years, I feel really great about how many kids I've helped to be more confident, to be more respectful, to learn to be kind and considerate, to learn words that they have no idea what it means, like integrity and honor and loyalty. Like they don't have any idea when you ask them what that stuff means, and we get to teach them that. And so I feel great about that.
Yeah, I really think that all kids would benefit from some sort of martial arts, wrestling, boxing, some sort of, especially little boys just full of testosterone and don't know what to do with it. And you just teach them how to, they would fight less because they know the consequences of those things. They can see you can get hurt if you're not, and then I love the way that martial arts teaches more of like the respect and integrity and all that stuff.
It's not about learning to punch and kick somebody. It's about knowing you could. And being able to walk away because you know better, or you have the skills or the ability to cope with the situation, right? Like that's what we really try to teach them. But you're not walking away because you're afraid that you'll get hurt or beat up. You're walking away because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, you're lucky I don't crane kick you. See you later.
Right, right?
I agree. Krystal, I think with social media today, what you bring to the table is so valuable in the mix of this world where on social media, everybody's lives look perfect, or, cyberbullying is happening. So I think it's a great program. I would suggest that anybody listening, obviously your summer is packed.
Right, yeah.
They could be thinking about fall, right?
Yeah,
so they could reach out and say, you know what, I missed out on summer, but let's not miss out on fall. So remind us where you are and how do they reach out to start talking fall with you?
All right. We're in the Finishing Touch Plaza on Ray Road. That's where we've been the entire time we've been open.
Really? The whole 23 years?
Yeah, the whole 23 years. Yep, same place. Easiest way is just Google Warriors Way. I mean, we have a Facebook page, we have a website and all those things, but everybody's got Google. Just get your phone and Google Warriors Way Martial Arts, and it's going to pull up all of our stuff. And if you want in summer camp, get on the list now. Like there are people now on the list for next summer. So like you have to think ahead. If your kid is going to be going to school and they're turning 5 years old, get on the list when they're 3 or 4 years old if you want them picked up from school, because sometimes it's a 1.5 to 2 year wait to get into the program. So, but our evening classes are year round, so you can call anytime for those, and we have age groups all the way from 5 to 99, I guess, if you wanted to come in.
Like that you gestured to me when you...
Yeah, 99. Yep.
Whatever
What
he
you
is.
really need to do, Krystal, is get Andrew on.
Andrew, I think we can help you.
What is happening today?
We can help you with this. We can help you.
Okay.
with-
Andrew really struggles. He doesn't run or anything.
So
You know what,
unfair.
Krystal? We've had a lot of business owners on this show. We've been blessed with every one of them. That might have been the best story I've heard to date on
you.
the vision and the dream of opening up your business with your husband. That was great. Thank you so
I'm
much.
glad to be here. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
feel like both show, two great entrepreneurs on the show
Yes.
today, both dealing with fitness and improving yourself, and if your fitness improves, your life tends to improve as well.
Yep.
And anything else we missed before we get out of here, Krystal? About out of time.
No, man. I think it's all good. I mean, I was glad to be on. I'm happy to be a part of Wichita Falls.
Yeah.
I think everyone can do what I did if you just put in the work and have a dream, right? Like that's the thing.
And I know it's been 23 years, but they always say you haven't made it till you were on the social space.
Oh.
I don't know what they did until 2 years ago.
I've made it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Krystal.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Appreciate having you on
Thank you
here.
very much.
And thanks again to Drew Hill. If you're just turning in, not the group that Cisco was a part of before the thong song. This was a man who runs into. She has no idea what any of that meant. All right, and we're gonna do something in the third segment. Who knows? We'll see you next week.
Summer always seems like it'll last forever. Until it doesn't. Yeah, I guess it's that time of year again. Don't be caught off guard. Get ahead of the problem. Let James Lane make sure your unit's ready for 90 one day and 30 the next. Be ready for anything and everything with James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing. When you need us, we're there.
2022 brought change for many, but not 4 Stars Auto Ranch. They are still selling as much as ever. And proof is the 2022 Chevy Equinox, available to you for 0% APR, or you may choose a $1,000 cash allowance. And the truck lovers know the 2022 Silverado LTD is the way to go, with a low 1.9% APR for well-qualified buyers. Award-winning customer satisfaction. That's what you'll find at 4 Stars Auto Ranch in Henrietta, Texas.
Experience commitment here at 4 Stars Auto.
Today, I am here with Brooke Willis of B Cocoa Chocolate in downtown Wichita Falls. So let's start off real basic. How is chocolate made?
Chocolate is grown 20 degrees north or south of the equator. And so chocolate is basically grown on a little tree trunk and then ground into beautiful dark chocolate, and you can add some milk and sugar, and then it comes to me. And then I create bonbons from there.
I understand that you're not necessarily a chocolate fan, or you weren't necessarily a chocolate fan, so all of a sudden you decide, hey, since I don't like this, I'm gonna start making it? What do you do there?
So my husband was a huge chocoholic. And when we were stationed in England, they had a chocolatier come, and she was doing a make your own truffle workshop. And so I was like, oh, you know what? This is perfect. His birthday's next week. I'm gonna surprise him. So she had us taste everything, and I was like, wait, I like how this tastes. Okay. I didn't know that I liked the taste of chocolate, but what I learned was that I had had some of the kind of faker American chocolate that was filled with additives and things. That's what I didn't like. So it piqued my interest, and I was like, I want to learn more. For sure, our bestseller here in Wichita Falls that is something that is of an influence over in Europe is our cookie butter bonbon and truffle.
So you import that, so again, kind of taking a little bit more of a raw material chocolate, and then you put
our spin with it. And go from there. Because I think the neat thing is, we're in Wichita Falls, Texas, right?
Right.
Who would think that you could walk into my shop and something that you're eating is actually something you'd have off of the street of Italy? I like to make as much as I can by hand, but I also like to import things that you can't find anywhere else. And so it's a neat experience for our customers, and it's neat for Wichita Falls to have a little piece of Europe sometimes that you can enjoy.
So where is your chocolate sold?
Our chocolate, we sell it here in the store, and then we have, ever since COVID, we've upped our e-commerce. So we ship nationwide. Instagram and Facebook have been great for us. We're still very personable. Like, I will make a post about a truffle, and someone will message us on Instagram. That goes straight to me. And I'll just, it might be 10:30 at night when I see it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, we have it, no big deal. Just go on the website and check it out. We're small, we want to keep it small. I don't want some answering service responding to something.
And speaking of Made in the Falls, do you have interns? Do you have people that want to come in and work for you and learn how to make chocolate?
My 2 kitchen employees now, assistant chocolatiers, they just got their chef's coats for Christmas, and they're really excited.
All right.
They're both in high school, they're seniors. Okay. I like to hire employees, I actually like to hire artists.
Yeah.
Because this is an art. My minor was 3-dimensional studio arts with a focus in ceramics. I sculpt. I mean, what do I do with chocolate? I've just taken sculpture and added flavor to it. So I never thought that I would use that side of my education. That was just more for fun. That was a stress reliever. That was my creative outlet. Yeah. I didn't think that was gonna play into a business that I'd own one day. I just shared something with this city that I loved. Yeah. And they have just gravitated and supported me.
That passion, that energy to make something, have your own creation, and have it done here in the Falls is just a great story, and that's what we're all about. So we thank you.